Minister for Lands and Resources, Honorable Vosarogo, Kurang Sakana Panua, Kurua, Maciu Nalumisa. Government officials, the consultants and contractors, members of the local community, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, very good morning, very warm morning to you all. Before I start, I just want to maybe just clear a few things this morning. Some must be wondering, why are two ministers here this morning? In every development, there is always a landlord and there is always a developer that comes in and develops the land. Somebody gives the land, somebody does the development on that land. Honorable Minister for Lands and Resources currently is a custodian of state land in our country. We are so fortunate that approval was given through his ministry, the Ministry of Housing, to come in and upgrade your settlement. That's why we are here this morning. I'm deeply honored to join you this morning to mark a truly historic milestones and co-officiate the formal issuance of 99-year residential lease offers to the residents of Cuvu informal settlement, the first of its kind to be delivered under the Ministry of Housing's lot allocation policy. Today, families who have called Cuvu home for years will finally receive security of tenureship, allowing them to truly own and shape their future in a community that they can now officially call their own or home. The landmark achievement is made possible through the National Policy on Informal Settlement Upgrading Project, commonly known as Informal ISUP or the Informal Settlement Upgrading Project. It stands as a testament to government's shared determination to uplift the lives of thousands of Fijians residing in informal settlements and struggling to access secure, affordable housing, as well as investment that you can truly call your own. At its core, the program represents our national commitment to the principle that adequate shelter is not a privilege, but a fundamental human right. Ladies and gentlemen, informal settlement upgrading program remains a priority for your coalition government, because your coalition government believes that all Fijians, irrespective of background, deserve access to secure land, tenure, essential services, and the opportunity to build a better and a more dignified future. The 2025 to 2029 National Development Plan builds upon our past progress and tackles the persistent challenges that lies ahead. It sets out a roadmap and pathway of strategic policies designed to improve the well-being of all Fijians by ensuring equitable access to quality services, expanding affordable housing, promoting sustainable urban development, enhancing public infrastructure and services that are accessible, equitable, inclusive, and climate resilient. Last week, on Friday, I called a National Housing Forum where we invited all stakeholders in the housing sector in Fiji to come together and discuss and also come up with strategies and ways of how we can ensure that our people in Fiji have access to decent as well as affordable housing. That's really a challenge right now. And also part of the state is to ensure that those that live in formal settlements do have access to decent as well as affordable housing across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, as we mark a significant milestones today, the formalization of the Cuvu informal settlement, the first of 3 settlements to successfully complete the upgrading process in France to issuance of formal residential leases. The other 2 informal settlements following closely behind are Busasa in Nandi, as well as Wendamdamu. Those of you who know, Wendamdamu is in the Côte d'Ivoire, closer to Nosori. Now, since the project inception in 2012, the Ministry of Housing has conducted 4 comprehensive socio-economic surveys, initially at 5-year intervals during the first 2 phases, and then every 2 years for the final 3 phases. These surveys were critical in assessing household conditions, guiding planning decisions, and ensuring that the needs of the community were accurately captured and addressed. A total of 113 lease offer letters will be issued this morning, including 108 to households who will proudly receive their very own 99 residential leases. Among them are families who have lived here for decades and are now being formally allocated vacant lots, finally securing long-awaited tenure and stability. The remaining 5 lots are for religious purposes. Hence, by the end of this year, 2025, the Ministry anticipates to provide more 300 lease offer letters to the other 2 communities that I've mentioned above, the Busasa as well as Wendamdamu. In addition to these lease issuances, 4 other informal settlements projects are currently under active constructions. They are Tavela in Nandi, Sakoda in Nosori, Tore in Lotoka, and Field 4 in Lotoka. These projects are living testament of real progress, real investment, and a real commitment to uplifting vulnerable communities. And the Ministry's work does not stop here. We're also working together towards other housing initiatives, including the rent-to-own program through the Public Rental Board, the Model Homes Initiative through the Housing Authority, and of course, the first homeowners grant, which continues to empower many Fijians to own their first home. Ladies and gentlemen, none of this would be possible without the support of the traditional landowners. And so I wish to express our deep, sincere appreciation to the Turanga Nakaliu, and the Vusa Nambronga for their enduring generosity and assistance. Your blessing has been vital to today's success. This last week, a team from the Ministry of Housing held consultation with Turanga Nakaliu, reaffirming the importance of partnership between government and the Vanua, particularly in ensuring equitable and inclusive development. To our project consultant, Mr. Andrew Singh, now available to you, and your dedicated engineering team from Western Consulting Limited for your diligent work in planning and supervising this project. I'd also like to acknowledge the contribution of the project contractor, Construction Equipment Hire Limited, for their dedication and for working closely with tenants, consultants, and the Ministry to ensure the project was delivered to standard. To the Lubu community, congratulations. This is your day. Your patience, cooperation, and belief is in this process has brought us here. As leaseholders, you now have the power to invest, build, and pass on secure land to the next generation. With that power comes responsibility to look after the land, build sustainably, and continue to foster unity within the community. Congratulations again, and God bless May God bless the people of Cuvu. May God bless Kalivu, people of Labusa, people of Nadronga, and may it bless us all. Napavoli.